Ah, here with Cooking with the Kirby's. And I'm just throwing some lunch together real quick. I know it's kind of late. A shrimp, cheesesteak, without the cheese. That's without cheese. Do some shrimp in here, some green peppers, some onions. Be a little. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. So now I'm not going to use regular bread. I'm going to use the soft shells. Bread has more sugar, more preservatives. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. And also more sodium. So with this is less cholesterol, less sodium. Let me see here. Okay. Cool. So let's see how this opens. I think these packages go try that at home and cook yourself. Okay, so let me get a plate. So we got a plate. Now, what you want to do is you want to put this in a microwave. Oops, sorry. You want to put it in a microwave. Oh, I got something. You want to put it in the microwave because you want it warm when if you have cheese, it will automatically melt. Now, we're going to go ahead and warm these just about, 15 seconds. 15 seconds should do it. So now, usually I'm on here talking about credit. I had a young lady call me today. She says, I want to get a house. Most people don't realize how easy it is to get a house. That's not warm enough. It takes concentration. It takes your mind to be in a different format. You've been taught so many different things that you think what you're doing is right. There's people that go to let's say Walmart or different stores to shop, and they shop, and what they do, they max their card out. That's a no-no. If you know you're going to spend a couple $100, get several cards. So you're still above that 30% mark. So then you don't feel as bad. When you go shopping, you feel good because guess what? You're over the 30%. Or at the 30%. You feel good. But I tell most people, it's better to use 100% cash. So, number 2, when you're trying to get a house, they're going to look at red flags. Red flags determine if you're a jumper. Red flags can determine if you're one of those people that just max out cards and just walk away from your obligation or your duties. Now, you don't want a bank to get that feeling. You want a bank to get a good feeling. When they go in to look at your credit, you want them to feel great. Now, a lot of people talk about trade lines. Number 3, trade lines. Before you before you place a trade line on your credit, you want to make sure you have 90% of your negative items, even late. Now, I'm gonna tell you something I've always discovered, that if you have a lot of late payments, but you have a lot of closed accounts, you want to get those closed accounts off there as much as you can. But the main thing, they're basically more worried, and this is crazy, they're more worried about the late payments. Because closed accounts, you can have closed accounts. You can explain a closed account, but you can't explain a late payment. They're going to say, why were you late? Oh, well, my dog ate the bill. They're not going to go for that. They're not going to go for you were sick or you forgot. No, a late payment is a late payment. But the good thing is, we take off late payments. Closed accounts. Let's talk about closed accounts. Banks, first thing they ask you about, they zoom in on those closed accounts. There's no reason for a closed account. So they're going to say, well, why is that account closed? And how come you didn't manage that better? And then don't let it be a closed account that you only owe a couple $100. That's going to make you look real bad. So, now, in the event you have debt, you want to ask for settlements. Now, what people don't understand is most companies want to take your collections off your credit report. They might stall, but they rather take it off because it makes their books. Listen, it doesn't make just you look bad. It makes that corporation look bad. You know what I'm saying? They rather do away with that account because it makes them look bad. When they go get a loan, when they go get financing, their books have to be clean. So don't be fooled by what they tell you. Oh, well, we're not taking it off. They're stalling. You tell them this, you say, I tell you what, I'll pay my account. I want a settlement, and I'll pay it, but only if you agree to take it off. They're going to say, oh, no, we're not going to do this, but guess what? You can tell them, well, you know what? I could go to my credit guy, and he could take it off, and you guys are still stuck with that money. So you can either take it off and get the money off your books, and we both walk away scot-free. See, and when you start talking like that, they know you mean business. Because, listen, they already know you can get it wiped off your credit. But they stand holding the bag. All right, let's get this food on. So, you learn something every day. So, we're going to put this on here. Oh, man, this looks so good. All right, make sure I get enough shrimp on here. Okay, so I'm going to put shrimp on this one. And you're going to put shrimp on that one. Okay, so want to make it even. Okay, and we'll put shrimp on that one. Make sure I put some onions on there. All right, so look at that. Beautiful. I love cooking. Cooking is, you know what cooking does for me? It makes me smile. It makes me happy. And it makes me open my mind. Now, let's finish this. Let's say you have a lot of hard inquiries. Now, hard inquiries will hurt you from getting a loan. From getting a loan, getting a house. Oh man, it's horrible. Hard inquiries are worse than having collections. A lot of people don't know that. Now, but what people don't know is, for every hard inquiry you take off your credit, guess what happens? You are issued 5 to 54 points. Just on hard inquiries, you can increase your score. So, people, there's so many ways to increase your score. I tell most of my customers, first thing I want you to do, use Experian Boost. I had a customer say, hey, you've been doing my credit and my score haven't increased. Okay. Well, there's a problem there, because if your score hasn't increased, that's something you've done on your side. Now, he told me, I told him, I said, have you done the Experian Boost? He says, no. I said, have you gotten the secure card? He says, no. I said, have you reviewed any documents from the 3 credit bureaus that were sent out? He says, oh no, they're sitting upstairs on my table. I said, when we first spoke, didn't I say that once you get your reports, that they have to be sent to me? He said, oh yeah, Mr. Kirby, I forgot. It's very vital to the success of your credit repair that you send me those reports. You do everything that I tell you to do, because every step is for points. Now, those of you that don't listen, you're not serious. If you want a house, a car, a loan, you have to be serious. Listen, I have customers that text me, that call me, that do the work. There's 2 parts to credit repair. There's the specialist part, which is me. I got to do my part. And it's the consumer. The consumer has to do their part. And it's not much. If the consumer does their part, they are very successful. I'm about to break down the point system. If the consumer is paying a little bit of debt, let's say, okay, you see some debt. You see some debt on your credit report. Say, okay, well, I want to pay this bill off. Let's say you got a small bill, it's $90-something. That's 25 points you just made. That's number 1. Number 2, Experian Boost. If you have a 3-month package with us, that means if you're doing Experian Boost every month, that's 30 to 60 points. Now that's 90 points. Let's say you start off and your score is 500. That's what, 590. Now, check this out. When we do all the disputing, that's another 65 points. You understand? So now you moved on to getting a secure card. 50 to 100 points. So now you're in the neighborhood of, let's say, between 650 and 690. So, now to top it off, guess what? They're going to give you more points because you're paying your credit cards. You're keeping your credit cards in line, like we discussed, at 30%. Now, you're at 720. You want to go a little further. Guess what you do? You say, okay, I can add my rent that I pay, or I can add a trade line. Or if I don't want to add a trade line and I don't want to spend too much money, guess what? I can ask Mr. Kirby to do a universal update. Woo! Stop. Hold the press. There's no credit repair company that does a universal update. I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to tell you what it is. It's when I go through all three files, I update every positive item you have. What happens is they look 6 months, 12 months backlog to see if you're missing any points. I just did one for me. I got 70 points. A universal update is very important to your file. It cannot be done until after you're almost done with your credit repair. The reason why, because you want to make sure that all those missing points that you've missed, you get them back. Creditors don't always give you all your points. So this is why it's very vital to ask for a universal update. Thank you. Thank you for watching me. This great dish I'm about to eat. Thank you very much. Have a great day.